It's Ford Rallycross. It's the final here at X Games Munich. We've had a small race stoppage and we are going to have these last remaining laps here. Who can get it off the line? It's going to be a dash for the first of the 2 gold medals that we will be giving out here at X Games Munich. We've got a race here today. We're going to have another race tomorrow. We are missing a car off the grid. One of the guys is unable to make it to the start. We suspect it's Timozhanov, the Russian rookie in his Dodge Dart, who's unfortunately unable to take the start. Or is he? No! Great! I'm wrong for all the right reasons. He literally comes through out of the service area at the last moment. The true spirit of rallying comes to the fore, Jen.
Great to see him, and I'm glad they were able to hold that start just another few seconds. And we've had rally car racing at X Games since 2006, so not all of these guys in the front row have won a Rallycross medal, but every single driver in this front row has won a rally car medal at X Games since 2006. So it really is anybody's game.
ESPN's coverage of the Confederations Cup continues Sunday at 11:15 a.m. on ESPN2. It's the 3rd place match between Uruguay and Italy. Then at 5:30 on ESPN, it's the final as Brazil take on Spain for the championship. The FIFA Confederations Cup. Both matches are also live on Watch ESPN. Here we are, though, under the shadow of the soccer stadium. Bayern Munich, winners of the Champions League, which is the European soccer final only a couple of weeks ago. Munich, well, I think it took off when the whistle was blown, and here we are in the shadow of a tremendously technologically advanced stadium. It actually changes colour as to whatever team is playing there at that particular time. And here we are waiting for the start. It's continuing to rain here, and that will give the opportunity for these tyres to try and get some grip off the start line. We saw off the start line last time, Jen, that white Ford Fiesta of Häkkinen getting the whole shot. Can he do it again? So let's have a quick review of the Ford Rallycross starting grid. On the front row, Doran on the extreme right-hand side, then Häkkinen, then Tanner Faust in the black and yellow, and then Ken Block with the blue splashes over the front of his bonnet. Row 2, we have got from left to right as you look at it, we've got Ekstrom, then we've got Anton Markland with his damaged Polo, then we've got Deegan and Sandell, and then at the rear we've got Timozhanov and Scott Speed. Watch how Timozhanov gets his car off the line. But it's the Mini, then it's the Fords, 2nd, 3rd and 4th on the grid. Okay then, 30 seconds, now 10 seconds to go here in Munich. Will it be as manic down there at turn 1? It's going to be an 8-lap final. Here we go, under starters orders, 3 reds, 4, 5, when the red lights go out, wait for the green, go! Brilliant start again from Häkkinen, but Doran gets it back!
The 3 most experienced rallycrossers in the field, and they spin on the first corner and the second corner.
And it's going to be Häkkinen who leads from Block. Doran gets it back to get 3rd. Häkkinen has just got a little bit of an advantage as he comes to the jump for the first time. Thomas Häkkinen leads this race. Over the jump he goes. From Doran, from Block, from Speed, from Markland. Brilliantly done.
The drivers in 1-2 have raced each other before many times, very familiar with each other's styles, and neither one of them is the guy who's going to give an inch. So this will be aggressive racing through every corner.
Taking the shortcut immediately is Häkkinen, and so does Doran, and so does Ken Block. So they have immediately done their joker, and there is debris on the racetrack. Are the cars out of the way? There will be yellow flags being waved as Doran is looking and sniffing and seeing if he can get through with the brand new Mini, and he does!
There he does, that lightweight as Häkkinen gets sucked into the ruts there. Doran makes the pass.
Doran, the first ever time that the Mini made by ProDrive is in a rallycross competition. It leads here in the final, and he's got ahead of Thomas Häkkinen. 3rd is Ken Block, but we saw Ken Block drive so well in the heat. He managed to get a position by brilliantly balancing on the brakes into the hairpin and then winning his heat earlier today. He's in 3rd position at the moment, and and he's now hounding down Thomas Heikkinen.
I love this course. It's just wide enough that there are many passing opportunities, and these guys are taking every advantage that they can. With 8 laps to go, we still have the opportunity for multiple lead changes.
The leading 3 have all taken their joker as Ken Block is sniffing and looking to see if he can get that British-built Ford Fiesta up past the Swedish-built Ford Fiesta. Into the hairpin we go. We're on lap 3 of 8. Look how close he gets, but he can't quite get the push, get the power down, or can he? I remind you, Doran leads this still from Heikkinen and Block.
And second and third place are both Ford Fiestas, but they're prepared by different builders. One of the things that Ken has as he slides wild, wow, that was a Gymkhana move if I've ever seen one. One of the things Ken Block has going for him is his suspension setup has typically been very, very good for whatever the course is that we're looking at. Meanwhile, we're looking at Toppy with amazing power. So it'll be interesting to see how these two come together.
Ken Block taking a very tight line, not quite touching the tyres as he comes over. I tell you what, look at the pace of Heikkinen. Heikkinen is really dropping Block, and he's reeling in Liam Doran. Here we are, Jen, we're at the halfway point, and we've got a race.
And what it's going to take is not making any mistakes. We've heard the drivers say that even today. And it's tough in these conditions. It's very slick, and it's easy to push too deep into a turn and slide wide. Only a few feet to the wall from that in that turn on the ideal line that they're all taking.
Doran comes out of the yellow flag area. He's free to race and free to go as quick as he can. There's a flag marker in front of him. I saw a quick flash of another car there. It was Deegan, I think it was, in front of him. Yes, indeed it is. So Deegan will get the blue flag. Deegan brilliantly, professionally gets out of the way, and Doran has a clean line through that hairpin as it continues to pelt with rain.
And good for Deegan. He's a racer. A flat tire, that is going to make it very tough. So every time, is that on the left? Every time he makes a turn and the outside of the car is weighted, he's going to struggle to get it around. At least it is in the rear, so he's dragging it.
So he's got a rear left puncture.
So every time he makes a right turn, he's going to struggle to maintain the back of the car. It's going to slide out. And that's what it's taking to get into the lead in these heats, is tidy driving. Now almost impossible for Doran.
Now he has got to be ultra silky smooth. Will the tire just about stay on the rim? Heikkinen will know that through the radio. The spotter at the top of the tower will be radioing into Heikkinen and saying, there is an injured animal in front of you.
It's not going to take a spotter. You can see him sliding wide every time he tries to make a right-hand turn. And also you can see it, I think, from Heikkinen's vantage point. That's going to be tough, but he just has to play it cool and find his opportunity. He's going to get one.
Okay, through this left, the opportunity is not available. It's not available for Heikkinen to come through. There's yellow flags there. But Jen, how hard is it to control a car with only 3 wheels touching the ground?
It's not easy. At least it's in the rear, not the front. So he's not trying to control it with the steering wheels, and he should be able to continue to drive it. Sometimes the tire gets caught up in the suspension, but that gap is closing, and really he's going to keep trying, and it does make him very wide and a little bit difficult to pass.
So is a real cork in the bottle. He's just got one more lap to go. As Liam Doran leads this race, he's in a lighter car with less horsepower, but he has got a puncture. This performance by Doran, he's meteoric, and second place goes to Ken Block. Has Heikkinen got a problem?
I think what was happening is Heikkinen is so close behind Doran. Oh no, maybe he is indeed slowing. So close behind Doran. Very hard when you're trying to get around somebody to maintain speed, and Block got an opportunity there to pull ahead.
Half a lap to go. Ken Block is flying. The master of Gymkhana. Can he go in and get the lead? Liam Doran leads this race.
And Ken Block knows what it's like to race with a flat tire. He did the whole final at X Games last year to a medal with a flat tire.
Liam Doran, 2 more corners to go. He was winning a gold medal in 2011. 1 more corner to go. Doran into the final corner, and he's going to come through. And Doran wins the gold medal with only 3 tyres on the Mini. The Mini debuts, and it wins the gold medal ahead of Ken Block. That is amazing driving. That is fantastic. Ken Block gets second position. Thomas Heikkinen gets third. and Doran goes off after the flag in celebration. He cannot believe that he did it.
Tough to control that car with three tires, and his crew is not going to be liking him for that, but you know what? He deserves to do whatever he likes in celebration here. This is, in fact, his second gold medal. He won one a couple years ago in head-to-head rally competition at X Games.
The British Bomb is his new hashtag on Twitter and Instagram. But for me, Doran's tagline of risk everything and respect no one is the thing that makes him such a fighter.